Good morning, friends, and happy Sunday. It's me, Cassandra from Mobile Om Yoga, here with your weekly dose of virtual mindfulness and movement brought to you from the grounds of the beautiful Confluence Park here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm so grateful for our sponsors for this experience at the San Antonio River Foundation for allowing us this opportunity to come together in this virtual community every single week. And I actually have some really good news to share with all of you, which is starting next week on May 2nd, we are actually going to be coming back together in person here at the park for these Sunday morning sessions. So it's been over a year since we've been able to consistently come to the space and share it with our Omis. So I'm so grateful to be able to do that once again starting next week. So again, on May 2nd, make sure you register to come out here, join us at the park, come together in community, and enjoy this experience in person. All right, so without any further ado, we're gonna get started this Sunday morning, taking a seat down on our yoga mats. So go ahead and come down onto the ground, crisscrossing your legs, and taking a moment to get solid and grounded in your seat here. Take your eyes, close them for a moment as you rein in your awareness. Starting with your physical body, so feeling yourself sitting up tall, lengthening through the crown of your head as you bring your shoulders to stack right over the hips. Your ears stacking over your shoulders. Once you've found this nice, tall, open container, begin to fill yourself up with some more breath. Taking some long, full, deep breaths. In and back out. Go ahead and open up your eyes. We're just going to move a little bit with that breath as you inhale. Begin to reach your arms up to the sky, feeling your lungs opening up with that inhale. And then as you exhale, just settle the hands back down by the side. A few more just like that. Inhale, reaching out, stretching it up. And exhale, settle it back down. One more just like that. Inhale, stretch your fingers, all 10 up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your fingertips down to either side, making a little bit of like a tent shape here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your right ear toward your right shoulder. Breathing a few times here. Feeling a stretch in the left side of the neck as you gently press the fingertips into the earth to engage. Soften your jaw. One more breath here in. And as you exhale, bring your chin through the center and then over to the other side. Left ear towards the left shoulder. Feeling the stretch. Move now to the right side of your neck. Big, full, long, deep breaths. Separate your molars. Soften your jaw. Finally, one more breath. The in and the exhale will bring the chin back down into the chest. Lifting the head upright, inhale, reach all 10 fingers up to the sky. And with an exhale, forward fold down in front of you, bringing your forehead towards the ground. Big, full, deep breath in. And melt a little further on your exhale. Inhale, lifting yourself all the way up. Bring the hands behind you. We're going to bring the feet to the earth and press into an altar pose, a reverse tabletop. Feeling a stretch across the heart space, a stretch to the front of the body, the hips lifting. One more breath. And as you exhale, settle your hips back down. Cross your legs, this time with the opposite shin in front, finding your way back into that grounded space with the sit bones rooted. This time you're going to inhale, reach your arms up, and as you exhale, let's bring them out into a cactus arm. Nice. Inhale, nice and tall. And as you exhale, bring your right elbow towards the ground. Inhale through center. Exhale the left elbow. Inhale through center. Exhale again, right elbow down. Inhale through center. Exhale left elbow down. Inhale through center. Exhale, right elbow down, pause. Bring the right hand down to the earth. Stretch long through your left fingertips, stretching into a side body. One more inhale to really lengthen. Exhale, bend back into cactus arm. Inhale, lifting yourself up through center. As you exhale, tick-tock to the other side. Left hand settles to the earth. Right arm stretching long, reaching it overhead. Side body stretch in and out. And moving back into that cactus arm with the right elbow, lifting yourself back up. Inhale. And as you exhale, once again, hands come back behind you. Press them down into the earth. Bring your feet down. Lift into that reverse tabletop. And then go ahead and bring your hips down to the mat. Let's cross over and make your way onto the hands and knees, finding your way into tabletop pose. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll begin to move with your breath. So as you inhale, the belly drops as you fill up and you look up, arching in the back. Exhaling to tuck and round, chin to chest, belly button to spine. So a few rounds on your own, finding your breath. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. Inhaling and exhaling. A couple more times. And go ahead and pause after your next exhale in tabletop. Begin to shift your hands into that left hand. You're going to inhale, open that right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to thread it under without coming all the way down, just reaching through underneath that left arm. Then you're going to inhale, open up. We're doing this 3 times. Exhale, dip it under. Inhale, reach it up. Last time. This time, exhale, reach it under, reach really far and come down onto that right shoulder and the right side of your ear. So we're taking this into a thread the needle shoulder stretch. Left hand can stay grounded, or you can lift the left hand to the sky, or take it into a bind, wrap it around the back. Deep breath in, and exhale it out. You took the bind, reach the inhale, fingertips high. As you exhale, press into the left hand. Inhale, reaching out and open, right arm to the sky. And exhale, bring the right hand down. And we'll take it to the left side. Inhale, the left fingertips high. Exhale, thread the needle without coming all the way down. Inhale, reaching up and open. Exhale, threading it under. Last time, inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching really long, coming onto the left arm, left shoulder, left side of your head. Right hand grounds into the earth to twist you open. You can take the right arm to the sky, finding that half way to the bind, or taking all the way around into the full bind. Deep breath in, empty out. If you took the bind, reaching back up and coming back around. Right hand finds the ground. Inhale your way up and open one last time. Left arm to the sky. Exhale, go ahead, bring your left hand to meet your right. Take your knees wide, big toes together, sit hips to heels, coming forward into your child's pose. Melt your forehead into the ground. 3 big breaths here, in through the nose. Maybe you sigh like you're fogging a mirror out your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. This time you're going to try to keep the inhale and exhale through the nose, but that same open in the back of your throat. Setting up that ujjayi breath. Next inhale, you're going to come forward in to tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, up and back into downward facing dog. Take a nourishing breath in through the nose. And soften your knees on your exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, empty out. Take the gaze up to the hands and begin to walk your feet forward. You're just tiptoeing into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Feet are going to land underneath the hips on an inhale. Get a little longer through the heart space. As you exhale, melt down and find your ragdoll. Let the head be heavy. You can reach across and grab onto opposite elbows. Maybe swaying side to side or front to back as you encourage some space in between your spine and between your vertebrae. Taking a deep breath in and breath out. You took that bind, let the fingertips come to the ground. Begin to toe heel your feet together a little bit closer. So they might come under the hips, they might come all the way together. You're going to bring your hands onto your hips, wrap your elbows towards the sky, get long through your heart as you come all the way to standing with a nice straight spine. Plug down through your heels. And then begin to reach out and up, finding an upward salute, feeling the length from heels to fingertips. Saluting the sun on this beautiful Sunday. Let's take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, swan dive forward over your legs. Inhale, heart long, reaching forward. Exhale, palms come to the floor. Step back, find a high push-up, high plank, and pause for a moment here. Get nice and strong, balancing that effort with the ease of your breath. Take one more in, knowing that the knees can drop if you need ease. One more inhale, this time the exhale to chaturanga, belly to meet the mat. Swimming into Cobra on your inhale, squeeze your elbows in, lifting that heart high. Exhale, lowering down, making your way up and back to downward facing dog. Meeting yourself here for 3 big breaths. In through the nose, exhaling it out. Meeting the effort with the breeze and ease of the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last round here, breathing in. Exhale, empty out. Take the gaze to meet the hands. Walk, step, or float. Feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or the thighs. Exhale, fold. Sweeping all the way out and up, upward salute, reach fingertips to the sky. Keep it going, exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. One breath, one movement, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, high plank to low plank at chaturanga, lowering all the way down to the belly. Cobra or full up dog, increasing that back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog, lift your hips high. 3 breaths here, in through the nose. Exhaling it out. What a beautiful thing it is to have this breath in this body. Empty yourself out. Look forward. Walk, step, or float, feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it down. One more time, we're going to inhale, sweep it all the way up. This time on your exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and we'll begin to sit low. Hips are going to come back into chair pose. Take a moment, shifting weight into the heels. You can stay here, keeping your hands at the heart, or you extend them into that full, kind of like a thunderbolt pose here, right? Plugging into the heels, lifting up the fingers. Take one more big breath in and bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On an exhale, we're going to fold and pause, hands to the mat. Lift your left foot and step it back, finding a low lunge. You're going to drop your back knee, uncurl your back toes, and begin to sweep up the front body. You can interlace your hands on your front thigh as you sink the hips forward. Draw your navel in. Begin to pull your upper body up and back, shoulders rolling back. Maybe the arms reach up, finding a full extension here, a crescent shape in the upper body, maybe even lifting the chin, lifting the gaze. One more big breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands down to meet the mat. Tuck your back toes, the left toes, and lift the knee. You're going to spin your back heel to the flat onto the mat, and we're going to rise up to the side, finding warrior 2, so that you're bending the right knee over your ankle, and you're keeping that left leg nice and strong and straight. Flip your right palm, scoop up and back, reverse your warrior. Take a couple breaths here. Keep that right knee bent. Breathe into the right side body. On your next inhale, begin to lift yourself back up. As you exhale, you're going to straighten that right knee. On an inhale, lengthen out really long over your right leg, finding triangle, right hand to your shin, left arm to the sky. Take an inhale to lift up and open. And then as you exhale, that left hand is going to come down to the inside of the right foot. Come onto the ball of your left foot. We're finding a twisted lunge, right arm to the sky. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, right hand comes down. You can step into high plank, take a chaturanga, or just step straight to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And an emptying breath out. Look forward, begin to shift the shoulders over the wrists as you take your left foot and step it in between your hands. Right knee coming to the earth, finding that half crescent, uncurling the back toes, lifting the hands to interlace on your front thigh, sinking a little deeper here. Rolling the shoulders back and down. You can stay grounded with the hands or lift them up and open up through the front body. Maybe you lift the chin, lift the gaze, find freedom to breathe in and out. And circle the hands back down to meet the ground. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee, spinning that right heel flat. Inhale, rise up into your warrior two on the left side. Bending deeply into that left knee. Grounding straight and strong into the right foot. Flip your left palm, scoop it up and back, reverse your warrior. Keep bending in the left knee as you reach back through the left side body. Using your navel strength, your core strength to lift you up on an inhale. Exhale, straighten your left knee, stand tall. Inhale, lengthen long, left fingertips forward, left hand down, right arm high, triangle pose. Inhale. Opening up. Take one more inhale. Begin to look down at your left foot. On the exhale, you're taking that right hand to the inside of your left foot. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Left hand to the thigh or to the sky for a twist. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left hand to the mat. Take a big step with your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it down. Sink your hips into chair pose. Inhale, fingers high to the sky. And then hands come to the heart, come to standing. All right, we're gonna do that series one more time. This time starting on the left side. So go ahead and find your chair pose. Sit your hips low, hands stay at the heart or reach them high. One more inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna bow it down, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. You're gonna reach your heart long. As you exhale, bring the hands to the mat. You're going to take a big step with your right foot to the back of the mat, bringing the right knee to the earth, uncurling your right toes. Bringing your hands up onto your front thigh as you sink your hips forward and down, walking your left ankle to be right underneath your left knee, navel up and in. You can stay here or extend your fingertips high to the sky. Maybe lifting the gaze. You'll take one more big stretch breath here. As you exhale, bring the hands all the way down to meet the floor. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee, begin to spin the right foot parallel to the back of the mat as you windmill up and open into warrior two. Bending that left knee over your ankle, stretching tall through the crown of your head. Turn your left palm to the sky. You're going to inhale, scoop it up and back, reverse your warrior. Stay here for an exhale. On your next inhale, begin to lift yourself up. As you exhale, straighten your left knee. Inhale, extend yourself long to the left hand, triangle, left hand down, right arm high. Take a deep breath in, lift up and open. As you exhale, we're bringing that right hand down to the inside of your left foot, coming to the ball of your right foot, opening into a twisted lunge. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, left hand to the mat, option to take a vinyasa. Left foot meets the right. You can take that flow or just step straight to downward dog. And we'll meet in downward dog, hips high to the sky. Taking a breath in here. And an emptying breath out. Take your gaze to the top of the mat. This time your right foot comes to meet the front of the mat. You're going to drop your left knee to meet the earth, uncurl your left toes, and we're coming up into our half crescent lunge. Hands on the front thighs, you sink forward and down. Maybe you reach your fingertips high up towards the sky, finding that full extension. One more breath, reaching it up. As you exhale, hands come back down to meet the earth. Tuck your left toes, lift the knee, spin the heel flat. Windmill all the way up into your warrior two. On that right side, bending the right knee over your ankle. Flipping your right palm, you'll scoop it up and back, reverse your warrior. Stretching one more inhale, really lengthening the right side. Exhaling, begin to rise back up. Inhale, straighten your right knee. Reaching long and forward, right hand to shin, triangle pose. Left arm to the sky. Take an inhale to lift up and open, stretching that left shoulder back. As you exhale, look down to your right foot. Left hand comes to the inside of your right foot, twisting lunge. Right hand to thigh or up to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, right hand down, take a step with your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt it down. Sit your hips low. We'll complete by finding a chair pose, that thunderbolt arms, and then straighten the legs, hands to your heart center. Take a pause. Take a few moments to breathe here. Check in. Remind yourself of your why you showed up today, taking a stand for yourself. We'll take an inhale together. Sweep the arms all the way out and up. Upward salute. Exhale, take it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, heart long. Exhale, complete the vinyasa or step straight to downward facing dog. From down dog, you're going to begin to root into the left foot. The right heel is going to lift up. Bend your right knee and let your right knee open up. Take an extra breath in here. Then look forward to your hand, your right wrist. As you exhale, we're finding half pigeon. Right knee comes to the right wrist, crossing your left foot right foot to the left side. You're going to walk your back foot long to the back of the mat. So starting with a proud pigeon, sitting upright through the chest, pressing into your fingertips. Lifting the heart, lifting the corners of your mouth. Taking one more breath here. And then as you exhale, melting it down onto the forearms. Maybe bringing the forehead down. Softening in, surrendering in to your pigeon pose. Big, full, deep breaths. Your next inhale, begin to come back up onto your hands, lifting into that proud pigeon. You're going to tuck your left toes and lift your left knee. Step your right foot to meet your left, and then lift up into downward facing dog. Shifting now into that right foot, lift your left heel, bend your left knee, open it up. Take a big breath into that left side, and then taking the gaze to the left wrist, bringing that left knee to left wrist, shin across the mat. Right leg walks back. Fingertips tent into the earth, lifting up into proud pigeon, stretching open through the collarbones. One more breath. And as you exhale, coming down onto the forearms or onto the forehead, taking a moment to surrender here. Check in with yourself. That's the key to this practice, is just being more mindful of the space within, the sensations you feel, the movement of your thoughts. Taking one more breath in and out here. Beginning to lift up through the chest. Walk your hands back in. I'm going to find that down dog again. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee, left foot meets the right, shift the hips up into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. On the inhale, look forward. You're going to walk, step, or float feet to the hands, and then bring your bottom down to meet the floor. Feet come together, knees open up wide into butterfly. Take a few seated cat-cows as you inhale, lifting up and spreading the front body, spreading the collarbones. Rocking back as you exhale, tuck the chin, rounding the heart. Inhale, lifting up, opening wide. Exhale, round. This time you're going to inhale, lift up and open up. And then exhale, leading with your heart, begin to fold forward. Breathing here into this nice hip opener, butterfly. Maybe you sway from side to side and just see how that sensation shifts. Finding what feels good for you. Listening and leaning in to that sensation. Next inhale, go ahead and begin to sit it upright. Close your knees together and kick both of your heels out in front of you. We'll take one more forward fold with our legs extended long. So one thing I like to do here is to have a really straight back. So figure that out. Get your sit bones rooted, lift up through the heart. And to do so, it kind of helps to bend your knees. So I'd rather you have bent knees and a straight back than to have straight knees and a bent back. So bend those knees a little bit here and find yourself in a staff pose. Hands are by your side. You're sitting up nice and tall. Toes are also sitting up nice and tall. Take an inhale, and leading with your heart as you exhale, you're trying to keep that spine nice and long. So if the knees are bent a lot, you may be able to grab your feet, like a little cheat. And then every once in a while, maybe your heels just kind of walk a millimeter at a time. And eventually, before you know it, they'll be straight. Again, keep lifting that heart long, finding yourself breathing. And then go ahead and release your feet. Inhale up. You're going to take the hands behind you. We're going to press into another altar pose, a reverse tabletop. If you want to challenge a little more, keep your legs straight this time. See if you can create a reverse plank, lifting up the front body, charging your heart. And then as you exhale, lower your hips and begin to lie down onto your back. As you come all the way down to the ground, bring the soles of your feet to the earth, close to your hips here. Shoulders are down. We're going to find a bridge pose. As you root through the feet, inhale, lift up the front of the hips, finding space, tuck the tailbone. Bend your fingertips to the sky, elbows 90 degrees. Press down into the elbows, lift up through the heart, roll your shoulders under, maybe walk your elbows a little closer together. Everything rooting into the floor through the feet and the arms. Get active as you lift a little higher through the front body. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly roll yourself all the way back down. Windshield wipe your knees from side to side. We'll take one more bridge pose here. All right, so go ahead and find your way into that neutral space. On an inhale, press through the feet, lift your hips all the way up. Another option here is to interlace your hands together to try to walk those shoulders a little bit closer. Keep rooting into the earth as you lift up the front body, really filling yourself up. Nice opening heart on this Sunday morning. One more big deep breath. And as you exhale, release your hands and slowly roll your tailbone down to meet the earth. A little windshield wiping knees from side to side. And then you're going to begin to center the knees and bring them all the way into your chest. Hug the knees in. Rock from side to side, and then you'll find a happy baby. Knees come wide, feet to the sky. Grab a hold of the soles of your feet. Try to keep the shoulders down onto the mat. Maybe you kind of rock your baby side to side. And you're going to keep a hold of your right foot. Release your left leg down, finding a half happy baby, like a reclining lunge. And then you're just going to hug the right knee into the center of your chest as you begin to guide it across over to the left side, reaching your right arm out to the right side. Final spinal twist. Breathing in and out. On your next inhale, begin to roll into center. Draw the left knee into happy baby and straighten your right leg out, half happy baby. Big breath in and out. And then bring the left knee into the chest. Begin to guide it over to the right side as you find your final spinal twist on the other side. Left arm reaching out. Breathing here. Your next inhale, begin to come back into center. This time you're going to bring your right knee next to your left. Bring your nose towards your knees and give your shins a big squeeze. Hug yourself into a tiny little ball. Hug, 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 love, love, love. And then as you exhale, head comes down, release your legs, flatten yourself out into Shavasana. So find your way into that Shavasana space where you can completely relax. Relax through the fingers, relax through the toes, relax through the head, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the heels. Relax the control of your breath and allow your breath to move through you without effort, suspending you here into this moment, into this space that we've created. This is the real apex, the real highlight of our practice. None of the fancy movements or the twists or the back bends. It's about really learning more how to be here, to surrender more. So meet yourself here. Try to slow and deepen your breathing. Stay connected to cultivating this space of ease. It becomes an active process of coming back again and again when the mind wanders. Just gently nudging back. A few more moments, softening yourself here. As you're completely relaxed, take about 5 big, long, deep breaths without any hurry. As you finish your final 5th exhale, just gently begin to find minor movements in your fingers and toes. Just to begin to come back into your body. And then take your arms, reach them overhead, reach your legs out long, find a full body stretch. Knees coming into the chest, and you can rock front to back or roll to your side, however you want to transition. We're going to meet in a seat, kind of how we began just a short time ago. Find yourself nice and grounded once again. Close the eyes. Come into this space of the here, the now. Palms together, thumbs in front of your heart. Just come back to what it was that motivated you or inspired you to be here today. Giving yourself some grace and gratitude for showing up. And then we recognize this virtual community that we're a part of. We're going to connect ourselves with a virtual round of Om. You can imagine you hear those around you filling up the space with their vibration. Let's cleansing breath in through the nose, emptying out through the mouth, and then inhale to Om. Put your thumbs to your third eye, acknowledging yourself and one another in the space of wisdom within. From my heart to yours, namaste. Can't wait to see you guys next week, 10 a.m. here at Confluence Park for our first in-person class of 2021, May 2nd. Mark it on your calendars, and we can't wait to see you there. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday.